My name is Shelley Mannion, and I live in London. This is my bedroom on a Sunday afternoon, and I work as an e-learning manager at the British Museum. So the title e-learning manager may sound a little bit boring, but actually the way I like to describe my career is cultural technologist. And the coolest thing about my job is that I get to combine the two things that I'm most interested in: art history and archaeology, and technology. Another cool thing about being a cultural technologist is where you get to work. Every day I walk into my office through the Great Court in the British Museum. It's this amazing space with light coming in from the skylights above and lighting up the galleries below. And inside the galleries there are some amazing objects.
What is it that I do in my job exactly? Well, I work in the Samsung Digital Discovery Center, which is a place for children and families to do digital activities that connect with the museum's collection. Behind the closet doors you see here are still cameras, video cameras, notebook computers, and even handheld computers that go up into the galleries. I'm responsible for designing activities that use these technologies to help visitors learn about the objects in our collection and the cultures they come from.
So before I get too carried away telling you about the cool things that I get to work with in my job, maybe you're curious how I became a cultural technologist. I started out studying art history in college and I found it really fascinating. But around the time that I graduated, the internet was born, and I got so interested in working with the internet and with web technology that I decided to work as a web designer and developer for about 10 years. After working as a programmer, I got a little bit bored with sitting in my cubicle all day, and I was also missing art history and the things that I'd studied in school. So I looked for another program, and I got a master's degree at a new program in Switzerland which combines culture and technology. That's pretty much the story. The main things that inspire me in my work are connecting with other people doing similar things in other museums around the world and finding out what types of projects they're building.
Two of my favorite cultural technology projects are the Churchill Museum in London and Place Hampi. The Churchill Museum's interactive table allows visitors to browse the entire timeline of Winston Churchill's life, including letters, official documents, and even famous advertisements of the period. You can see here what it's like to flip through items on the table, just like looking through a real filing cabinet. Place Hampi is a media art and virtual reality space which explores the sacred Indian archaeological site of Hampi. It gives visitors a powerful experience of what the temple complex might have been like.
And when I think about the future and the kinds of things that I'd really like to work on, it's really these kinds of immersive and dynamic gallery-based technologies that I'm especially interested in working with. Being a cultural technologist requires you to think very differently and to think laterally across different disciplines. A lot of people think that art and technology just don't go together, but that's simply not true. If you have a creative perspective and you love both, then you can find lots of ways to combine the two to create interesting projects and interpretation. So if you're interested to find out more about being a cultural technologist, you're welcome to contact me at the email address at the end of this video.